Okay.
The scripture that we're going to be talking about is James 1:27, which actually identifies. Oh,
Never mind.
do
It's
it again.
okay.
No, just do it again. Do it again.
I'll cut all that out. Just start again.
The scripture we'll be talking about is James 1:27, and what is so good about this scripture, it brings us into an understanding of what religion before God is pure. And being the second half of the Bible, the New Testament was dealing with those that followed the way of Christ. We know that the scripture was dealing with the Christian gospel, the good news of Christ, the good spell. You have a good spell in your name, which is your Christian name. That's what gospel meant, good spell. There's also a bad spell, which is a defect in your name. It's a defiling, something that's not what a Christian could have in his name. He needs to be undefiled, which means something without a blemish. And therefore, James 1:27, talking about those that are participating in pure religion, spoke it in this way. So in the book of James, James 1 verse 27, it reads, "Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world." So we definitely have to be unblemished. You cannot have a defect in oneself to be separate from the world. The world meant secular, so therefore the surname reflected the secular side. The other side is the Christian name. And therefore you would understand that if people didn't know this, they would be actually fatherless, and basically if they were in a sense widowed, because the bride of Christ, of course, is spoken for. It is spoken of as one with Christ, and therefore as a marital union. And therefore, if they did not accept that, then technically they'd be leaving Jesus dead from his sacrifice, not having risen, therefore widowed. And on the other side of that also, because we know that the whole idea of the New Testament was bringing us back to the Father, so we'd be sons again, children of God. The idea that those again that did not accept would also be orphaned or fatherless, because they don't know who their true father is. So there's many things that happen in Scripture, and we may not see them, but they work coherently, both symbolically and on a actual physical level. But we have to really look a little deeper than maybe we've looked at Scripture, because there's things that are very obvious that we haven't seen, and they are telling you there that that's what pure religion would be. So you'll see in the next videos that will occur that many times I will start the video saying that I'm visiting you today, and I will be visiting many people that are fatherless and those that are widowed, because certainly not having accepted Christ puts us in both those categories.
So another way to say the same thing is that unbelievers are widowed and fatherless.
Yes.
Okay.